So the much anticipated vote in the City of Johannesburg's budget is expected to happen this hour. The budget has been delayed for months due to changes in administration. Council members have expressed mixed reaction to the budget, with the ANC saying it has covered the most important issues such as unemployment and service delivery. Ziniko Mhlaba is at the Johannesburg Council and he joins us now to tell us where we are in the process this hour. Good afternoon, Ziniko.
A very good afternoon to you. We're still here at the Johannesburg Council. We started about just after 10 a.m. this morning. That's when council members went for each other debating that budget, which was delivered by MMC Morero on Tuesday. So what we've heard so far is that most of the political parties have actually covered the ground. They have articulated their points. Most parties, especially with the parties or the partners which are supporting the mayor, they've been very clear in terms of supporting the budget, but there has been some views as well from the other opposition parties who've got concerns about some of the nitty-gritties of that budget. Let me just bring in MMC here, who's responsible for planning, so that she talks to us about whether she feels that you have enough money to make sure that the development in Joburg happens properly.
Yeah, good afternoon to the residents of Johannesburg. I think the money that we had received from the MMC Finance, I want to believe that money will never be enough, but I think we're happy with the amount that we have received. I think it will help us to unlock some of the critical projects that we anticipate to have in the city, in and around areas, of course, in deep south areas, in the north of Johannesburg. So we want to believe that as developers in the city, we will be able to make sure that those projects are realized in the city with the money that we have.
Just quickly, ma'am, we are on lunchtime now. The MMC will respond to concerns. But do you think, I think, let me just hold it there, ma'am. Sorry about your time. Let me get in the MMC, Masuku. Thank you very much, ma'am. You're responsible now for labor issues. There have been a lot of complaints, especially from some and many other issues. Does this budget talk to you in terms of labor issues, in terms of making sure that we've got enough money for all the labor-related matters in the city?
Good afternoon to the viewers at home and to you. Absolutely. The burning issue which Labour has been raising is the politically facilitated agreement, which is mainly to deal with issues of parity in terms of salary levels. MMC for Finance has budgeted together with the mayoral committee 416 million. The money that is allocated will assist in addressing these issues. We are aware that we need more, and in the medium term, we're looking at approximately another 600 million so that we're able to conclude, because labour stability is a very, very important element for us as the government of local unity. We've also received money for the locomotive allowance. The locomotive allowance also was an issue that was mainly affecting our employees as it relates to their work. So we do appreciate the allocation made by the MMC for Finance.
In a minute, ma'am, do you think council is going to approve this? We can talk about the labour issues, but it might not be approved. How confident are you, just in a minute?
We are calling on all political parties in the Council of Johannesburg to hold hands and think about the residents first. Think about our employees. Think about the city. Think about the projects that MMC Mgcina spoke about that need to be unblocked. Think about the community, the service delivery. This is not a budget about us individual councillors. It's a budget for the people. That is why we are calling on all councillors to approve this budget when we come back to lunch. It will be an indictment on those political parties if they choose not to support this progressive budget.
Look, right here, but let's leave it there for now. They have a right to oppose the budget.
And to save residents.
That's MMC Masuku. And also, I was about to finish with MMC before MMC Masuku came into the picture. This issue, the MMC is talking about wanting the political parties to put to first the interest of the people. But people are saying, you guys have not been trustful. We have not been trustworthy. We've got reasons to be concerned about. There's corruption. There's lack of spending. Some of money went back to Treasury. How do you assure the residents that the money that's there is going to be used effectively and there will be accountability for every cent?
I think one of the priorities of the government of local unity is that of good governance, and that will respond to accountability. So being accountable is a priority to the government of local unity. So we'll definitely respond to the issues of our people. We are here to serve our people and not ourselves. So our people must trust us. We're new in this new government. We just came in, I think, around January. So we are pretty much new. And so far, as you
not that new. Sorry to catch you. Not that new, Steve. Before 2016, the ANC was running this municipality for decades.
But there's also a lot that the ANC has done. And it's a pity that ANC at some point were not given much airtime to speak about things that we have done in the city. I mean, the building that we are sitting at was built by the ANC. And that shows that the ANC did respond to issues of our people in the city of Johannesburg. You can name a number of projects that we have ran.
So there are corruption issues. The city, actually citizens themselves decided not to vote for the ANC in 2016. There should be reasons and concerns.
Yeah. There will always be those reasons and concerns. We understand why our people are reacting that way towards the African National Congress. But the African National Congress is currently on a renewal program. We are renewing ourselves and want to put to our residents that we will definitely not disappoint them this time around. We are prepared to lead them with dignity and as ethical leaders as well. And that will be seen, I think, will be seen. We are here to prove ourselves.
Okay, MMC, they're saying that they've been around for just a few years, but I'm not sure if as a political figure, and I'm sorry to ambush you that capacity, as a deputy secretary in the region, are you proud of the work that the ANC has said? Because right now, the city is where it is today. It is run under coalition government. Surely there are reasons for you to reflect as a party that there are moments where you have not done really well.
We've definitely reflected, as my colleague said, we've definitely reflected. That is why we are on this path of renewal and unity as an organization. We're taking bold steps to correct our mistakes. We've gone to the people and we've said, you'll recall there was even a diagnostic report that was done. That diagnostic report was an opportunity for us to correct what our people gave us feedback about. Our people said we were distant. That is why you will see a lot of work of izimbizos of us going to the people, engaging with our people and reporting to them where we are and what it is that we plan to do together with the people. We are not arrogant. We are not saying that we are perfect, but we are saying allow us the opportunity together with our partners to prove ourselves and to fulfill the mandate that we've been given by our people. This year, this January 8th theme is the year of decisive action.
I want to say that in action in the city of Johannesburg.
The decisive action starts with an 80.9 billion budget. That is the first step towards
the DA says they don't understand where is that money coming from, where it's going to come from. They're saying it might be caught.
I can't speak for the DA. I can't speak for them. You must be able to ask them because they had an opportunity to govern in the city with their multi-party. But we found the city broke and bankrupt. We had to bring in a DBASA loan, a loan that was approved. Also today we're bringing another IFC loan because we're interested in stabilizing the finances of the city. Wait. Nento esikuyo ngoku, into esikuyo kukustabilize finances, attract investment, into esikuyo kukuzisa imali apha kwenzela ba abantu bafumane impucuko neservice.
Let's leave it there. We run out of time. We're going to talk some more after the budget when it's voted for or not voted for.
It will be voted. It will be voted for.
They are very, very confident, but we'll also see after lunch whether or how the MMC Morail is going to respond to these concerns of opposition parties, then see if the budget will indeed be voted for.
Ziniko Mhlaba, thank you very much for that report.